It's about time we got to work. There we go.
Drinks always have a special place among all kinds of foods, and you won't find anyone who doesn't like drinks. The drinks that exist in the world are so attractive and varied that they respond to all taste and taste. So it doesn't matter if you just like water, juice or carbonated drinks. Finally, you can choose whatever you want. In the meantime, energy drinks have a very special place and are introduced as the favorite drink of athletes. In this video, we're going to talk about Red Bull's favorite drink and everything about it. If you're one of those people who enjoys drinking Red Bull and would like to try it, stay tuned. What is Red Bull? Red Bull is a brand name meaning red cow, one of the most attractive and best energy drinks in the world. You've probably felt tired during the day or faced low energy levels and even drowsiness. In this situation, if you do not have enough time and position to rest, you need a fortified food or drink that will eliminate some of this fatigue and drowsiness. The best option to compensate for fatigue and boost your strength is Red Bull's energy drink. Today, Red Bull is presented as a very lovely drink that can compensate for your lost energy. One of the most important and attractive things that distinguishes Red Bull from other rival brands is its advertising campaigns. The brand is a creative and exciting advertising campaign and always enlists the help of first-class actors and celebrities for its advertising. Red Bull has expanded its advertising campaigns from rock climbing programs to rally races, space jumping, paper rocket launches, to air races, and has always emerged as a very creative and successful brand in this field. A look at the history of the Red Bull brand. Now you know you're with a brave, attractive brand. The Red Bull drink was made in 1962 by Chalo Vuvidia, a Thai businessman, and sold under the name Creating Dang Thai Red Bull by TC Pharmaceutical. The recipe for this energy drink was introduced to Thailand by Lipovitan, an older Japanese energy drink. Creating Dong sales increased across Asia in the 1970s and 1980s, especially among truck drivers, construction workers, and farmers. This attractive Thai product was developed into a global brand by Dietrich Mateschitz, an Austrian entrepreneur. Mateschitz was international marketing manager of Blendex, a German toothpaste company. When he visited Thailand in 1982, he learned that Creating Dang had helped treat his jet lag during his business trip. Mateschitz worked with TC Pharmaceutical, licensed by Blendex between 1984 and 1987, to adopt Creating Dong for a European audience. At the same time, Mateschitz and Chalio founded Red Bull GmbH. They each made 500,000 a stake and took 49% of the new company's shares. They gave the remaining 2% to Chalio's son, but it was agreed that Mateschitz would run the company. He released the Red Bull GmbH version of the Austrian Red Bull in 1987, which is carbonated and tastes not as sweet as the original Thai recipe. This is the Austrian formula that has taken over almost half of the US market for energy drinks and up to 80% of the market in some countries. Interestingly, Chalio and his son continue to sell the original formula across Asia in addition to owning half of the Red Bull GmbH. In 2006, Forbes magazine named Chalio in the 292nd richest person in the world with an estimated net worth of over 2.5 billion, while Mateschitz ranked 370th. A total of 9.804 billion Red Bull cans were sold worldwide in 2021, representing a 24.3% increase over 2020 and success. Red Bull logo. In 1987, the Red Bull logo was born, depicting the spirit and status of two fighter bulls inspired by Thai culture. The designer designed the rough bulls in red while a gold circle frame is behind them. Finally, he included the Red Bull brand under the graphics. The logo looks powerful, simple, fearless, unique, and memorable. Red Bull compound. Each type of food and drink you consume is made up of a set of specific ingredients that ultimately make up that particular drink. Red Bull is no exception, and is made from a combination of some very important ingredients. The interesting thing about Red Bull that makes it a popular drink among athletes is the sugar it uses. The sugar used in Red Bull is the natural sugar and is derived from sugar beets and is very popular for athletes in this regard. The most important ingredients of Red Bulls are vitamin B6 and B12, caffeine, sparkling water, natural and artificial flavors, sodium bicarbonate, pyridoxine HCl, taurine, sucrose, glucose, niacin, pantothenic acid, magnesium carbonate. How does Red Bull provide energy? As we mentioned, Red Bull is one of the most popular drinks that falls into the category of energy drinks. This drink is a great option for people who exercise constantly and need a lot of energy to do their activities. Red Bull ingredients starts to work by moving to the body, and after about 10 minutes of drinking it, the caffeine in Red Bull drinks enters your bloodstream and gradually increases your heart rate. Then, depending on the amount and speed you drink, the stimulus in your blood increases and your concentration and alertness increases. To get Red Bull caffeine out of your blood, you need about 12 hours. Of course, you should note that this time varies from person to person depending on physical condition and physical health. Who is better at drinking Red Bull? Red Bull is a type of energy drink that is recommended when performing a variety of exciting activities or tasks that require attention and concentration. Generally, people with the following conditions and situations can use Red Bull. Athletes. Most athletes who do a sport professionally can use this useful and delicious drink. Drinking a can of Red Bull during or after a professional and strenuous exercise can greatly increase physical strength and increase its ability to perform longer movements. Drivers. If you are going to drive for a long time, it is better to have a few Red Bull cans with you. Red Bull prevents drowsiness and increases alertness and concentration due to its internal compound. By drinking this popular and attractive drink, you can get rid of sleepiness and boredom and continue your work. Of course, it should be emphasized that if you feel extremely sleepy while driving and need a few minutes of sleep and rest, be sure to stop and rest for a while. You can also take Red Bull after renewing your strength and relieving fatigue to restore your physical strength to an energetic state. Exam nights or project delivery. Red Bull drinks is the best companion on exam nights and project delivery. So if you have an exam or you have to deliver something on time, it is better to drink Red Bull. Consuming this popular drink can help you stay awake or increase your concentration and attention. Important tips for drinking Red Bull. 1. Energy drinks like Red Bull are rich in B vitamins and caffeine. Drinking too much Red Bull can cause problems for your body. Be careful not to overdo it with Red Bull. 2. Red Bull increases heart rate and palpitations due to the caffeine inside. So if you have heart problems or heart palpitations, it's best to avoid drinking Red Bull. Do you know caffeinated drinks? 3. If you are one of the women who are pregnant or breastfeeding, drink this drink only after consulting your doctor. 4. Red Bull is not recommended for children and adolescents of puberty, so it's best to avoid this drink for people in this child and adolescent age group. 5. If you have diabetes, it is best to avoid Red Bull because the sugar content in Red Bull and other energy drinks is very high and contradicts diabetes.